guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and this is the video you've been waiting for. It's early in the morning, and I'm driving to take my real estate test. So I made an appointment. It was hard to get an appointment. If you've seen the other vlogs, it took forever, even after I had to go back to school and take the required hours, since I missed my continuing education, to get even permission to take this test. So the state made me take the test. That's fine, that's the rules, but it took forever to get sorry, the radar is going off here. It took forever to get permission to even take the test. So my starting a new job is pushed back a couple weeks, but I'm finally, test day is here. And this is the only test day. It's freezing this morning. It's about 20 degrees and it's March. And I took the Jeep because where I'm going is such a pothole-filled area. I didn't feel like getting 4 bent rims. So I took the Jeep Grand Cherokee. So it looks a little brighter in here because you know what? This car has a sunroof. And I'm leaving early. I like to get every place early. Years ago, I was always late for everything, and I realized you can cut out a lot of stress if you just get everywhere like an hour early. And then you take your time getting there. You can listen to a podcast or sports or whatever on the radio, or your favorite song, and then you don't have to worry about when you get there. So I left really early. I woke up. It was dark. I woke up probably 6 in the morning to leave for this test that I'm taking at 9 o'clock. So it's a little drive from my house because I can only get one appointment. The test was booked up, so when I finally got, let's see, oh, does it want me to go this way? It does. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh crap, I took the wrong way. Oh. All right, don't worry, this is why you leave early, so I didn't have to get off this exit. I thought, it doesn't matter. I'll go this way. For the real estate test, it's a 4-hour test. I don't think it's going to take me 4 hours. I did some practice tests, and again, I think the practice tests are much easier. And I got them done in like an hour. So there's math involved too that you can take your time with. That's probably what I'm best at, math. That's probably my strong point. And in real estate, you do math, especially in commercial real estate. You do math equations every day. So it's a 4-hour test, I think 110 questions. To pass, you have to get a 70. In school, actually when you take the school course, which is 75 hours, let me unplug that, which is 75 hours, you have to actually get 77 on school test, and before you can upload to a testing center, you actually have to pass the school test. So I guess they don't want people to go into the testing center without having not passed the school. I'll try my best at this test. I don't want to fail it because that's going to screw everything up. So there is.
Keep left onto Garden State Parkway.
This reminds me of the Top Gear episode where Clarkson's driving the V10, the E60 M5, and every time he tries to talk, the navigation goes up. So where this testing center is a dump. And what you should always do anytime you're going to have an interview or a test like this, and you got to be there early, and you don't want to spend. What you want to do is go there a day or two before and do a dry run. So do a dry run in the testing center where you're going to park. You have to show like ID to take this test. So I even went in there, met the people, introduced myself, showed the ID. So this won't be second nature. I would have never found this building in a million years if I had not gone there before. It was kind of hidden in the back, and you would never find the office suite. It was really impossible to find. Now, I could have gotten there, and I'm sure a lot of other people will be taking the test at the same time, and then I can just follow them in, but you can't count on that, especially if you want to be there early. So I probably saved myself a half hour of desperately trying to find this building by going the other day. You know, you relate everything to cars, so hopefully by taking one of this real estate job, I can get some income again, and then maybe one day, even get an exotic car. If I ever want to get a McLaren or a Lamborghini Huracan, guess what? It starts with passing this test, because that'll be my goal,
Most to exit the highway in 2 miles, then keep left.
Most people's goal is to, food, shelter, feed their family. I always try to motivate myself by using cars, and that's why I went into real estate in the first place, because I thought that was the best way, I could get cars. All right, we are almost here, Now, I'm still a couple blocks away, and the Jeep navigation stopped me right here. So there's no way that the building is right here. So Waze is actually taking me where it is. That's why I kind of always use Waze. Again, this is 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, so maybe in 2014 the building was right here, but it's not right here. So a lot of anticipation for this test. Everything I've been working for the last couple of months is centered around this. Anything I'm going to work on in the future is centered around passing this test. So there's pressure, and it never, I definitely have fear of failure. So I probably, hopefully, over-prepared for this test. I've been studying since I've been home, and that's probably why you're seeing a lot of vlogs. Is this the building? Yeah. Oh no, it's not. Crap. And I still went here the other day, and I still got lost. I should have listened to Waze. But, I probably over-prepared. I've been studying 8 hours a day for this. So even yesterday, all I did from like 9 in the morning till about 3:30, 4 o'clock was study, and I even studied some more last night. And then, in the guides, they tell you don't go crazy. Like, don't, what is it, the other? Don't, study all night. It's not like cramming for the test. I certainly wasn't cramming because I was studying every day, but I took a break from it last night just so I can clear my head. I didn't look at anything this morning, but I can tell you, I didn't get the good night of sleep I wanted to last night, and, I definitely would wake up and think of real estate terms in my head, so... So now, I didn't notice the speed bump the other day. And so now it comes to it. I have 4 hours. I will vlog to you as soon as I get out. And we will see how I did, that's for sure. Nobody's here. Oh, that's great. All right, so I'm even too early. They're not even open yet. That's why I'll leave you guys off. I'm going to go inside as soon as they open. I'm going to go inside and take my test. And then you're going to see how I did in a few minutes. Unless I put this in a separate vlog, but I think I'll do it now. All right, so wish me luck, and I will see you on the outside. All right, guys, the test is over. Before I tell you the results, let me tell you a little bit about the examination. So since I cut the film, it's been 3 hours. So 2.5 hours was actually taking the 4-hour test. And the other half hour is kind of like pre-registration. You go up to a room, you have to have 2 forms of ID. Oh, that reminds me, I still got the ID on me. And, you give your forms that you got, that you graduated school, real estate school, and all that other stuff. And then they take your picture, and you're not allowed anything in the room. They'll give you a pencil. It's all electronic. It's on the computer. Like I said, it was actually 120 questions, multiple choice. They give you a pencil to work out the math problems and a calculator. So you can't bring in an Apple Watch or, anything where you could have information on it. You can't bring in your phone. You can't even bring in a tissue, because I guess something could be written on the tissue. I have a water bottle with me because I'm obsessed with drinking water, and I had to leave that out of the room when the instructors were. A couple times I got up like once an hour to go get my drink of water. If you have to go to the bathroom, you only have 5 minutes, and you can sign in and out, and they give you a locker for your stuff. But you can't access that locker, so if you had phone or notes or any of that stuff. They don't tell you what your score is. It's either pass or fail. So after doing this for 18 years, I better pass. Otherwise, it would be terrible. A lot of the questions were tough. Out of the 120 questions, you can mark any question you think is difficult or you just want to review later. So I marked like 22 out of the 120. So I think the real estate school test was super easy that I took in the classroom. Remember, I had to take that test first before taking the state test. The test that I took after the 75 hours of classes, even though for my thing, since I already had a license, I only had to take 30 hours. I took the whole 75. That test was super easy. I got 100 on it. I actually got like a 99. And the one answer I got wrong, I told the teacher, this is the right answer because I'm in leasing. And she looked it up and she's like, oh, you're right. And switched it to 100. But the school test was a lot harder. I didn't get 100 on the school test. And most of that stuff on the school test is geared towards residential. There were probably like 2 or 3 questions on commercial. So it was really all residential questions. And so a lot of it was tough because I don't really have a residential background. I mean, I know a little bit, but not maybe more than the average person, but certainly not a lot. But that's what school was for, right? So you know, I had 22 questions. I went over that. You probably shouldn't change your answer. You go with your first thought. There were a couple of those answers I did change, so I was a little nervous when they were giving me the results. I mean, you only need a 70 to pass, so I'd have to get a lot wrong. Even if I got, let's say, all those 22 questions wrong, I would still pass. So good news is, yay, I passed. So now I can choose. I was thinking of faking it and pretending I didn't pass and doing that. And maybe I should have done that because that'd get more views. Or maybe I'll have to do a thumbnail with me with a sad face or something. But but I did pass. So and now I just have to pick what job. You still have to go get fingerprinted and stuff. So there's still a process. I have like a license now at another place. I have to transfer that over, so it's going to be a couple weeks probably before I start working. Got to get all that stuff done. I'll try to get it as soon as possible. And then I had some dates that I had commitments that I couldn't get out of. So probably whatever job I start will probably be in April. But now I just have to pick what job I'm going to do. So that's going to be my first order of business, and I'll do a vlog when I decide that. I don't know what job I'm choosing, so you'll be the first to know as soon as I know. So thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks for watching me through this journey. Hopefully this real estate job will allow me to keep keeping my cool cars and adding more cool cars, or maybe I should sell some cars and get different cool cars. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But thanks again for sticking with me. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing. Remember, the way you can help me the most is watch every video all the way through. Browse the channel. We have 400 videos. Most of them are actually about cars, not about real estate or unemployment. So go back and watch some of those videos, and remember to watch them all the way through and leave a comment on every single one. If YouTube sees high watch times and lots of comments, they pump me up in the suggestion list, and that's how my subscribership really grows. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.